I thought that I'd be celibate for a bit.
And then
You thought you was going to have sex?
I never thought about having one night stands. That's never crossed my mind. I've been in, my mate's going to be watching this now and calling me a liar, but I'm going to say there's been a couple situations where alcohol's been involved and there's been like the odd slip up. I never went all the way, but there's been occasions where I could have easily slept with someone. I don't want to sound like such like a, I don't know, misogynist or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just saying, like, I'm trying not to offend anyone, but I'm saying like, I've had,
that difficult. It's not that difficult to get laid.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a relatively attractive guy, like someone like you can easily get laid.
No, I appreciate that.
But you choose not
to. Hitting on me now.
You choose not to because as satisfying as it is to wake up next to a 10 out of 10 who's wearing a red lingerie.
Yeah.
When you wake up with drained balls, you then don't really have the energy to do anything else.
So that's why I say I've experienced both in a relationship.
Hey?
In the relationship,
I was going to say, drain my balls.
In the relationship though that I had, like the thing is, that's the hardest thing. That's actually to this day, that's the hardest thing I've ever had to do was walk away from it.
Yeah, same more.
Because
walk away from what?
My relationship. I found her physically attractive still. I never like actually fell out of that. It was just we weren't aligned in a lot of things. And as we grew older, we got together, we were young, like what, 15, 16.
Yeah.
So you changed so much. By the time I was 21 when we split up.
Yeah.
And in that period, okay, you're still very young at the age of 21. But even so, like all that, obviously you changed so much as a person between them. And I just thought, yeah, for me, morals is well over physical attraction. But physical attraction has to be an element, definitely.
Yeah.
But it's not the only thing, definitely not. And that's a big part of why I ended it.
Yeah, yeah. My next question is, can women weaken ambitious men or do they sharpen and elevate them instead? Because we've all had that one friend in school who had all the ambition in the world, but then once school finished, he went out there into the world, he got himself a girlfriend, and then all that ambition just faded. So
you have to hold frame in a relationship. Like we are men at the end of the day. We are in control to some extent of everything. We're accountable. And if I was, yes, they're going to soften you. They're going to feminize you to some extent because it's comfort. It's like, that's
my point. Yeah.
That's natural to them.
So do they?
There's nothing wrong with that. But
yeah,
I think it almost evens out. I'm so disciplined and so like hard.
Right.
Let's use hard and soft.
Yeah.
And my girl will almost soften me out, but it's on me to keep frame and not let that go too far.
Yeah.
We're in power, like we're not victims, are we? Right. So it's all on the man. Yeah. If a man gets weakened by a woman, 100%. It's his fault.
So going back to the previous question, there's actually nothing wrong with dating in your 20s.
Nah, there's nothing wrong with dating.
You stay disciplined and have your purpose as your number one priority.
Yes.
Right? But do you think that women have the capacity to like weaken ambitious men? Have you
they have capacity?
Do you know
to do
people who had all the ambition in the world until they got into a relationship and then
I don't know many
became
like
totally
that,
soft?
Because they were never truly that ambitious. If you get weakened by a woman, like
so,
unless
like, have you had friends who changed after getting into a relationship?
Yeah, but they weren't that ambitious.
So yes and no, but I've also seen it where you get into a relationship and then ideally they support your mission.
That's
obviously like the ideal situation for everyone.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to take self-accountability. My ex, unfortunately, did not completely. I felt like as if she didn't support me all the time.
Yeah.
Then I was like, that's a factor. I was like, okay, she definitely favored the relationship. I've definitely like career has always been a big thing for me.